Hi, and welcome to the BLEND360 How-To series. On this installment, we'll be talking about just how easy it is to run custom code in Adobe's new serverless computing platform, Adobe Runtime. So our first step is going to be to download the OpenWhisk CLI. So we are going to start in the best place of all. We're going to go to Google, and we're going to type in OpenWhisk CLI releases GitHub. We're going to click on the first result. It's going to bring us to the GitHub releases page. We don't want the pre-release, we want the latest stable release. So I'm going to click on that. You can see on this page here that there are all types of versions for all different operating systems. I'm going to click on Mac because I have a Mac, and I'm going to save that to my desktop. Once that's finished, I'm going to click it, and that extracts the file. I'm going to open my Finder, go to my desktop, go into the extracted file, and copy the executable. Then I'm going to go to my home folder, and I'm going to paste the executable. I already have Whisk installed, so I'm going to replace it. And you can see here that it's installed. Alright, step 2. We're going to add our executables folder to the system paths variable. So to do that, I'm going to open up a new terminal window, or you can use your command line interface of choice. I'm going to type in sudo nano/etc/paths, and that's going to open our paths file. I need to input my administrator password, and this is our system paths file. So /users/Kyler Brown, that's the file that I need to put in here because that's where I put my executable. Yours is going to be different, could be different, depending on what operating system you have. This process could be completely different. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Just like it was a new file, this is what it would look like, and then I would put in caps lock, users/Kyler Brown. And then I'm gonna save the file. Yes, I want to save changes. Alright, step 3. We're going to set up our Whisk props file. So we're going to open up a text editor, and then we're going to do an all caps auth equals, and then it's going to be a really long authentication string that was either provided to you from Adobe support or in Adobe IO console when you created your project. Next, you're going to use the API host. It's always going to be the same for any Adobe runtime authentication. It's Adobe IO Runtime.net, and then your namespace, and that's either going to be what was provided to you from Adobe support, or again what was specified when you created your project in Adobe IO console. Then we want to save this file, and basically what this file is it provides authentication credentials for the OpenWhisk CLI, but it also tells it where to put your code and into what namespace. So we're just going to save this in the same file, or in the same path that our Whisk executable is in, and we're good to go. Next, we are going to write our Node.js function. So we need to create a directory for our script to live in. So I'm going to open my desktop and create a new directory there called test app. Then I'm going to go back to the text editor and create a new file. And I'm going to write a very simple JavaScript function that just returns a payload of hello Kyler in a JSON object. Payload hello Kyler. Okay. And a semicolon. And then we want to save this file in the directory that we just created, test app. And we're going to name it index.js. save. Alright, our fifth and final step is creating and invoking our open whisk action. So we're going to open a new terminal window, and we're going to type in WSK list. And that's going to be our, we're having an issue here. Security issue. Allow whisk. Yes. Do whisk list again. Yes, open. Okay, and we see our configuration is loaded. It's kind of like a test of our configuration. Next, we're gonna create our action. We're gonna do whisk action create, and we're gonna name our action hello-world. Next, we have to define our source for our action, and that's gonna be our file that we created earlier. So we're gonna put in desktop dash test app. Not dash slash index.js, and then we're going to give it a web parameter of true, and what that's going to do is create a public endpoint for us. You can see our action was created. Cool. Now let's see if our action was created, and we're going to do whisk action and list, and it's going to list all of our actions, and you can see our hello world action is there. Next, we're going to invoke our action and see if it actually works. Whisk action invoke, and hello dash world, and then we're going to add a result parameter so it shows our result in our command line. Oh, we have a code error here. Extra semicolon. Okay. We're going to update our action with new source code. So we're going to do whisk action update, hello world, hello hyphen world, desktop slash test app slash index.js. And we don't need the web parameter because it's already a web action. And then we're going to invoke our updated action. So whisk action invoke hello world, and the result again, and we see our result is hello Kyler, just like we wanted.